If you're watching this video, then it all has begun. This place has long been ominous. People would skirt the area with an abandoned reservoir that has more toxic waste than water. Thankfully, the territory was surrounded by a fence and the gates were shut tight. And while the latter have since rusted through, no one is too eager to get in. It's unsurprising, considering the suspicious sounds a trespasser can hear in the area. Caution is strongly recommended around here, as this reservoir isn't lifeless anymore. It is now owned by odd creatures that bear only a distant resemblance to humans. They're sentient and can communicate, but they're certainly not people. Or should we say they're not people anymore? Anyways, they call themselves the Aquatics. No one knows how they got there. Some say they're a product of a scientific experiment gone wrong. Others believe it's a mystical occurrence involving the occult. Others still point their fingers up, hinting at either the government or aliens. Still, everyone can agree you shouldn't expect anything good from these monsters. Their bloodthirsty roars are proof enough. Our players will get a chance to meet these mysterious creatures during our new event, From the Deep. As always, all you need to do is play any of the 4 modes. Doing so will reward you with event points in the shape of toxic vials. Collect and bring them to the Aquatics to study. Who knows, maybe you'll be the one who learns how to revert the mutation. Progressing the event will unlock new stages and valuable rewards. The main one is a supersonic heavy strike UAV based on a refueling drone, the MQ-25 Stingray X. It can deliver strikes without entering the range of enemy AA defenses. Its arsenal includes the Acheron LP, advanced long-range multi-role light guided missiles, the AGM-114P Hellfire missiles, a version optimized for drone usage, the HAAWK Mark 54 gliding torpedoes that can hit enemy submarines at long distances and high altitudes, and the GBU-39 precision glide bombs. Another valuable reward is a laser anti-air defense system, the Airlicon HEL. It can defend the carrier from numerous threats, including cutting-edge weapon systems. And of course, this event brings some unique customization pieces. The rare Ancient Evil flag shows, well, the name speaks for itself. Unfortunately for everyone, the primordial terror was awoken during a successful experiment, or maybe a failed one. It all depends on your point of view. Another addition is an epic avatar, Not Turtle Diver. He used to be a diver a long time ago. He spent his life studying turtles and even made friends with some of them. Alas, he was unlucky enough to become a part of Angus Light's failed experiment. The highlight of this event is the new Domination mode, where you can respawn 3 times in a single battle. The main mission is a classic point capture. This time, however, some special containers with useful buffs will be floating around the ships. These consumables can boost your speed and maneuverability, restore durability, or increase the range for radars and sonars. There's also new smokes that can help you hide from the enemy. And you can find containers with randomized effects, a real surprise. All consumables are only active during the current battle. In Domination mode, you can also find bizarre fish that will be useful for Steven's well. Steven is a pet of the Aquatics, who lives in his cozy, moist well and eats mutated fish. He loves all things sparkling, collecting them in his lair, and he's always ready to trade them for treats. Don't forget to give Steven some bizarre fish, since you can find some great rewards. For instance, the Scalp Naval, a multi-role precision cruise missile with a long range, autonomous homing, and a solid rocket booster. There's also a Japanese heavy torpedo with active and passive homing systems, the 533mm Type 89. Steven can also offer you an experimental Chinese grenade launcher, the Type 726-4A with high-velocity projectiles. He even has the Garpoon anti-aircraft missile and artillery system. Just don't ask Steven how he got all of it. No way he's telling you. Not that his memory's poor. You see, the more bizarre fish you bring, the higher you climb in Steven's rating. And he's prepared unique themed awards for the best 30 players. Number 1 is the legendary Steven Octavitz avatar. He used to be a regular octopus, then a test subject, and after he mutated, he became a beloved pet. He's got his quirks, but he's cute and harmless. As you already know, Steven loves treats. His tastes are alien to us, but what can we humans understand about them? The second reward of the rating is the legendary Toxic Whisper camo. With this unique customization piece, every volley of your warship will be accompanied by a sinister greenish hue, reminiscent of mutant monsters. During this event, players will also be able to find precious pumpkins. These fruits will give you access to Gary's treasury, which is disguised as an electrical room with a fake sign keeping trespassers away from the treasures. Wary Gary keeps all of his trinkets here, from instant noodles to precious jewels. You can trade quite a number of valuables for pumpkins. For one, the South Korean 130mm multiple rocket launch system PKXB with guided munitions. 2, a rare luminescent predator flag showing a lab-made underwater monster. Together with its older ghostly sibling, they're lurking in the depths for fresh prey. 3, the legendary FGS F-124 frigate, Sachsen class, which was based on the Brandenburg vessels but received stealth capabilities and modern radar equipment, getting to a new level. It's been optimized for anti-air and anti-submarine warfare. And finally, there's a modified legendary UGST Physic 2 torpedo that uses a binary fuel mixture. Its damage, velocity, and range has been improved, and its reload rate has been increased. Top 30 players in the number of precious pumpkins obtained will also get customization rewards. The legendary Angus Light avatar shows a head scientist, a talented researcher, the aquatics leader, and a person with no taste. A long time ago, back when he was still a human, he was doing bioengineering, but life had its own plans for him. He now heads a community of fellow aquatics and continues his experiments in the hopes of reverting the mutation. Here's the epic Gary from Electrical Avatar. He was a thrifty person and an avid collector who knew the true value of things. Now he's a beast, and all he's got is a huge treasury filled with odds and ends, from completely useless stuff to things of extraordinary value. And finally, here's the rare Sandra Finn avatar. She's the head of medicine here, which, by the way, made her spend a lot of time on fools who tried to get into the electrical room. Sandra was responsible for creating the biological phenomenon that led to the existence of monsters. And the cherry on top of this event is the sale of the new legendary Admiral Isakov battleship. It's a modern Russian multifunctional vessel based on the 1144 Orlan cruiser project. It carries an impressive arsenal suitable for any combat mission. The main firepower of this vessel is 2 triple-gun A280 naval cannons. Each of those has a caliber of 280 millimeters. There's also the P-1000 Vulcan missile complex, based on the P-500 Basalt. This is a complex anti-ship weapon with a long range and supersonic velocity. Additionally, this ship has the P-700 Granite heavy missiles. They're pretty slow and vulnerable to AA defenses, but can deliver massive damage on hit. The Physic is a modern multi-purpose deep-sea guided torpedo, capable of engaging both surface ships and submarines. The main caliber is enhanced by the AK-100MA artillery system. With a 100mm autocannon, and a Ka-58 helicopter is always ready to perform an airstrike against any target. For defending against enemy torpedoes, this warship has the Soviet RBU-12,000 grenade launcher, caliber 300mm. And finally, there's an air defense complex, including the S-400, the Garpun, and the Palash. The event will also make a legendary camo available for purchase, the Spectral Guest. A wild beast, it rose from the void to wander the contaminated waters and torture any soul it meets. No one truly knows what it is. An animal, a ghost, or maybe a hallucination born by the toxic fumes. We'll finish this month by commemorating the United States Navy Day, opening the sales of unique cosmetics on October 27th and 28th. The epic Seawolf flag is full of feral rage, calling for the worthy to get into a pack and go conquer the world together. The legendary Berserk camo is for those who know no fear and slash through any obstacle in their insane battles. And finally, there's the legendary Lance Wolf avatar. He's a hot-tempered and aggressive, yet noble and fair sea dog. Admiral Wolf lives and fights true to his name. He's proud of it and approves of anyone choosing the same path. He'll handle whatever life throws at him with speed and force, but also grace and agility, as befits a true wolf. Play from the deep. Climb Stevens and Gary's ranks and grab your valuable rewards. Share your successes, play modern warships, and see you at sea.